Legion pictures. That's looking good. All right, let's go to the... You are a bishop.
Yeah.
Level
231 right now.
231. Nice. And you're playing and leveling as a bishop?
Yeah.
How is that?
It's not the best mobbing, but I'm enjoying it, so, you know, I don't want to switch away.
Okay. And you don't ever like run out of Fury totems, or you do, or you have a second computer?
I have a second computer for
Okay.
Arcana. It's level 226 right now, so...
Nice. Okay. So you're just dragging that through the dailies, and if you need to get to a new area...
Yeah.
So that can go up to Arcana. That's pretty good. That'll keep you for a while there, right?
Yeah.
So you're just doing like CLP, or...
Yeah,
It's probably a bit crowded these days.
I'm trying to do CLP when I can. Like, just the other day I got there for a couple hours, and then I'll probably try to get there again today if I can.
What is the... There's like another map that's supposed to be pretty good too. Is it this one? No, not this one. There's like another map that's supposed to be pretty decent for Bishop if like CLP is full. Where is it?
I was looking through some of the maps, and I've had some success with them, but
This
CLP
one?
is definitely best by far.
Okay. With LP2? Complete lower path? Oh, this one I think. Deepest part of the cavern lower path. Have you ever tried this one?
Yeah, this one was good. I just didn't really see that like looting seemed a bit bad, but that's not too big.
Yeah, that's what my mom said too. Because basically you're just teleporting over the top and hitting everything with Big Bang.
Yeah.
But then when you're looting, you gotta like jump and teleport in the air, and yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's not really great, but yeah, you know, if CLP is full, you gotta do something. I think that map is decent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you're like bossing, or like what kind of stuff are you doing on a day to day?
I am able to do weekly bosses up to Lotus and Damien. I probably have the stats to do like a long Lotus run, but I don't have the mechanics really down.
Okay, for solo, you mean?
Yeah, for solo.
Mm-hmm.
But all the other bosses below that I can do.
Okay.
And then dailies I do like Renmaru, Queen Arcarium, Rudibus. So.
And a bunch of the weekly bosses, I guess. So weekly bosses, everything, including like party Lotus and Damien, or?
I don't really ever find the group to do it with.
Okay, so maybe like a duo could be enough if you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, anyone in the chat want a duo with a bishop? Sign up now. Okay, let's see. How's the money situation right now? Did you spend a lot on star forcing?
Last weekend, the only thing that changed is I got my weapon to 17 star, but I still have about 4 bill with me to spend next weekend because most of my gear isn't 15 star yet.
Okay, that's good. You got the long-term vision there to get all of that to 15. Okay, most stuff is at 12, probably because of the 1+1 up to 10.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, somebody's been listening to some good advice. I gotta toot my horn every now and then. Okay. Is it chaos ping my friends? Okay. Let's get through everything in the groundwork first. So is your goal to be confidently be able to that makes that a little bit loud if people sub because I had to adjust my volume. Sneaky, thank you for the follow. For the subscription, my dude. So the goal is to be able to comfortably do Lotus and Damien solos.
Yeah, and like party Lucid.
And then party Lucid, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Okay. All right. All All right. I'm just gonna go through this basics list. Is there anything that you think you could need a little bit more explanation on regarding like flames or transfer hammer, IED,
Um,
inner ability, transposing? Do you feel like you understand these things, or is there something you
yeah,
could?
I understand them pretty well. Like flames, I have been listening to the past like progressions that you've done, and so I've gotten a lot better at understanding it.
Okay, that's good.
And then like transfer hammer, I haven't really put too much thought into it because I am not really at the 20 start point yet. But I know the general guideline to do the capes, shoes, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then IED, I understand it well enough. And then inner ability, I know what I need, and transposing, I know what I need to do, but I'm not at that point yet. So.
Okay. Yeah, since you're still working towards 15 star, like transposing stuff is basically after everything 17, maybe even a little bit beyond that. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good. That's good. All right, let's check some stuff. So, okay, what do I know about Bishop? Bishop has very high crit rate, right?
Yeah, we have like 75% base or whatever. So I
Seems
get to
balanced.
100% easily.
Yep. Okay. So that means you have barely any or none at all in your hyper stats. Okay.
Suction.
Okay, we're gonna turn that off because that is way too loud for me right now. And it's gonna ruin the whole recording. Yeah, 75%. Yeah, the base critical rate of bishops is insane. And you have the extra 20% from the event right now if you're in tier 5. So you have like 95 without even doing anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. And when that, okay, so you're using 50% buff skill duration right now, okay, and then you're saving up honor experience to go to try to hit a 38 and then get your attack speed +1, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're doing dojo every week for that?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
I can get to like 41.
Okay, that's pretty good. That should get you, what, like 16k points on a Monday? Something like
I
that?
think it's like 15k or something.
15, 16, yeah, around there, yep. Okay, so since you have the high critical rate, that's when critical damage can do a lot of damage for you.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, these alerts are gonna sound really loud, I think, on the recording. Pesca Go Fast, thank you very much for dropping a Twitch Prime, my dude. Welcome to the Scartarts. Okay. Boss damage. Okay. I'm wondering about that 14 level 14 in the IED because that's a lot of points right there. Did you use some kind of calculator to get to that, or?
I mean, I used the Maple Story, the version 36 or whatever the calculators, and it told me to do that for like bossing 300% damage.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's because of probably because of the codex being gone right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that kind of makes sense. But I imagine if familiars come back and you get like even just one line of IED there,
Or like the familiars that I have like a 30 and a 40% line between two of them.
Okay, so did you use the same optimizer to build in your legion as well?
Not really. I just know that buff duration and crit damage are both good. Like
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate because crit damage is good for you, and then if you're lacking the IED, like a stack of IED would be nice, but like boss damage would be good as well. You have so much that would be like good for you. I guess you can at least dismiss critical rate completely, but you have to build like a weird windmill looking thing.
Yeah.
I guess go 2 boss damage through knockback resistance or something. That would be interesting. I mean, you'd definitely be benefiting a lot from 8k Legion, that's for sure. Because so much will definitely be put to use there. The downside is though the if you get like 250 mage pieces, those are a struggle.
Yeah.
Like a giant cross is quite tricky to place properly. I think you're. How much are you losing on your Legion build like this? 1, 2, 3. This is extra, right? This whole corner here. Yeah.
There's like 5 pieces in ignore defense total.
Yeah.
The whole corner is extra.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. It's 4. Oh, it's 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
So there's like 1 from the.
Oh, for 5. Yeah. 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. So if you were to optimize it completely, you'd have 9, 10 here. 10 extra. So if going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I don't think you hit 100% knockback resistance, right?
Well, I have the Mihail link.
Oh, the Mihail link helps you out. Okay, so it's just int ID. 5. So there is like 5 that is not being used right now that could go into ignore defense. And if you heard the last gear progression, like and you know how ID works, right? So if you go from a 5% to a 10% line, that's more than double efficiency. That would be and since you are at 14 points in your hyper stats right now, even if that would let you get like take 1% out there, all of those points going into your other stuff might because I think your critical damage was at 5. I'm pretty sure if you take 1 point out of ignored defense by rearranging your Legion, you could probably, in your critical damage, get like 3 extra levels.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the points at 5 compared to the points at 13 is an insane difference in how many hyperstep points that is. How can you go about that? Because you have a lot of mages, and mages have very annoying shapes. The warrior in the corner is the good move for sure.
I mean, I'm sure I can organize it better. I'll just spend some time later figuring it out.
Yeah, it's mainly the archers. Archers are flat long pieces, so if you can do warrior into an archer, into a mage touching the archer in the corner, that will work, I think. For both sides that should work. And then work from there. Try to get if you have level 200 plus warriors, the blocks. Try to get rid of those first though, because those can be annoying shapes as well. Yeah, you want to use those like in the corners of the big pieces. So you do like a warrior and then like archer and then a mage.
Damage is a square. So.
This one, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then this one might be as well.
That's the only 200. The others are in range 140 to 200.
Yeah, if they're just L-shaped, that'll be a little bit easier to place. Okay. All right. But your Legion is looking quite nice, 6.3. So you'll. Are you still steadily working on that, or are you kind of taking foot off the gas with that?
I stopped for now, but probably once we get the next rise, or when we get the rise update with the Terror Burning, I'm gonna get like one of I don't have Buccaneer, Nightwalker, or whatever, so I'll probably get one of those 2 to 200.
Okay.
And then I might get some the rest of my stuff up a little bit. I don't know.
Is like the lower level characters, what? Because you have, I see 1 out of 45, so you have at least 43 characters, right? Because that's
43 characters. The bottom 3 are like the 2 lowest that are counted are 139 and 132, and I'm getting them up a little bit.
I see. Okay.
So once they're 140, it'll be like a little bit. It'll be like 8 or 9 more levels, but.
And then the Terrorburn would add like an extra 60 at least.
Yeah.
If you get to 200, yeah, maybe you'll get to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And do you have? Okay, so you don't have the level 3 links yet, right?
No. I
Mercedes
have
at
everything at
200.
level 2 though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would say if you're gonna press for 8k Legion, which I think will help you a lot, because you could just always use the points basically. But more so than some other people. Like I have the 40% ID line on my arc, but honestly, if I didn't have that, I think the arc would still be fine. But it seems like with your setup, that the ID will actually be coming in handy very easily, very readily. Yeah, I would say if you're gonna make that push, I would get the level 3 links, at least the basic ones. Basic, yeah, and then a lot of the if they don't have a level 3 link at all, you don't even have to worry about it. Just 200 and turn your brain off, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the Mercedes to 210 after this, or after the weekly reset, because I'm gonna try to get him a CRA weapon as well.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I found Mercedes actually really. Have you already dabbled in the fifth job a little bit?
I have seen like the skills a bit. I haven't played it too much.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't like Mercedes up to 200, but I actually really like it past. I think the makes it a lot more fun to play, and you get to ride around on a unicorn and dash through monsters, which is really fun. It's kind of like with the Hawk skill now, so it's basically that, but in your kit.
Yeah, I saw that a bit. It seemed okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it kind of it's like you're playing a mini game within training, so it's a little, it's like you're getting a little bit of distraction. I know, I liked it. Okay. So you have access to pretty much all the link skills all at level 2, right?
Yeah, everything's at level 2, except I don't have like the Nightwalker, the Buccaneer, so the Pirate and Cygnus aren't fully maxed out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see level 8 Cygnus and level 4 Pirate. Okay. 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 Oh, and do you have a Beast Tamer?
Yeah, it's just not in the deals at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just wondering. I don't know. Like you've probably been playing for a while with that Legion
Yeah, the Beast
and.
Tamer is 200.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. Okay. Looking at the nodes, because you only need 2. Yeah, you only need 2 boost nodes, right? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I had 3 of those ones, but they were getting like there's one 25 and 2 like 21s or whatever, so I just took one of the 21s out and have put a different skill node just to.
I see. You were using that to get to 60 faster.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Alright, this one. Angel, big bursts. Yeah, you obviously don't need decent holy symbol, that's nice. Get the attack speed. Does decent combat orders do much for you?
I'm not entirely sure exactly what it does for me. Like, it buffs my stuff up a little bit. And I have it like level 5, or, I mean, it doesn't matter what level it is, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it can mainly be nice for passives that increase your overall damage.
Yeah.
On your 4th. I'm thinking, what is passively giving you damage in your 4th job?
I mean, we have buff mastery, arcane aim. Here, let me just see what it helps out.
Oh, you could equip it right now instead of like what is it, ethereal form? Just use it.
Yeah, it gives me infinity, advanced blessing, arcane aim, which gives me extra ID, buff duration, maple warrior. Like all my main skills buffs up, so maybe I should use that.
Yeah, it seems like it would be nice instead of ethereal form for sure if you're mobbing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I use rope lifts instead of ethereal form.
Right.
Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then instead of blessing, right?
Yeah, maple goddesses.
Yeah. I imagine for mobbing it doesn't really help you at all because it's got inconsistent burst, right? Probably probably benediction doesn't do much for mobbing either, right?
Yeah.
And maybe even your your fairy.
Angel as well. Yeah, I mean, like, pretty much it's like the boost nodes, SI, SE, the Peacemaker, whatever it's
Mm-hmm.
called,
Yeah.
and then I guess I can put combat orders and stuff on as well.
Yeah, if you can get your
But
average baseline for your damage up, that might even allow you to go into different areas to train, right?
yeah,
Because I
I
know my
mean,
mom derped around a lot in Morass whenever Sphera was, Arcana was completely full.
hmm
Because
I mean, I generally try to do whatever training I can with my Kana because I don't want to overlevel too much.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, your Arcana can't follow in Morass yet. That's true. Yeah. No, I got. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, but I guess since you have more slots available, you'll see a lot more value in min-maxing with both your links, but also min-maxing with your matrix. But I guess, yeah, if it doesn't give you all that much, I think my mom was even trying to get decent haste on shoes to move around faster, but I don't know how much that really helps you. I guess it depends on your ping when you're teleporting and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the combat orders will be a nice little boost, especially during mobbing. And boost nodes are almost completely done, so that's nice.
hmm
You have the bind. Oh yeah, and you can use or the shower, right?
hmm
Rope lift shower and commodores instead of like these. If you're gonna be training for a long period of time, do you know about character building?
Character building?
Yeah, character building 1 is a special node.
No.
And every time you get hit 100 times for like 20 seconds, you get plus 50% experience. So if you're seriously training for like a longer duration and you do kind of have the slot available, you could make one of those and they last for a week, and then before they expire you can just disassemble it again and then you get 50 of the shards back.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
could
maybe
be, yeah,
that.
could be something worth getting if you're gonna be training a lot. Okay, that's looking good. All right, yeah. So you're gonna min-max reset the legion. I think when you reset the legion, I think it'll probably in the calculator say that you need to put some ignore defense points into critical damage, I think. But I look at your ID. I see that your buffed IED in your stat window is 92, that seems pretty good to me.
hmm
So even getting like a little bit, I want to snoop a little bit of points off of the ignore defense, like as
Yeah, I
like a
can
little bit,
definitely read that.
because then critical damage just go up so much, and since your critical rate is so high, that'll hit hard. Yeah, as the legion grows, you can fill up the IED, and then hopefully familiars come back, and then you can move the IED from over to boss damage. Yeah, either through the middle or through knockback resistance. I guess that'll be lost points regardless.
hmm
Okay, link scales and legion. You're working on those. Boost nodes is already for far. Okay, let's get into the actual gear. Okay, get 25 on the magic attack. Are you still rolling the chaos ring, or is this what you're gonna?
No, that was before I didn't fully optimize it, but
Have you rolled it since then?
yeah. That's locked in.
Okay.
It's been the full timer.
Spirit Galax ring. So you just went for one line for now, and if you get okay, item drop rate on the this one is 9%. Okay, so you're aiming for 9% either an epic or unique, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just right now. I'm going to after a 15 star, I'm probably gonna try to get stuff up to like my rings up to unique or whatever for drop and
Yeah.
mess with thing.
Yeah, it seems like a good order to do stuff considering the events for sure. This one's already unique. You have the full reboot expedition. That one's pretty good, right? Yeah, 25. That's pretty nice. Pink Holy Cup. Oh, 64 intellect, not bad. Did you see the cup earlier that the giraffe got?
No, what was it?
On his dual blade, he got 88 luck with 5% all stat.
Oh my god.
Broken. Okay, Spear Pendant. Oh, that's nice. 2-line intellects. Are you aiming for a combination set while training with Mesoptane and drop rate? Is that what you're going to be aiming for after that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get like 100% Mesoptane and however much I can get drop
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. If you hope you get lucky with some double liners there. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think right now I only have drop rate, but or
Yeah.
no, I have 20 Mesoptane and 60 drop rate.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes you just use one cube and boom, drop rate, and sometimes you spend 30 and you'd never see drop rate or Mesoptane. It's really weird. God bless RNG, I guess. Your weapon's got that 98 magic attack. Is that tier 6?
That's tier 6, I think. Yeah.
Nice, with 5% all stat, so that's nice for now. Got one line of
And
magic
that's
attack.
17 star.
Sorry?
And that's 17 star.
Yeah, oh yeah, 17 now, yeah. Have you worked on souls at all for this?
Yeah, I have like a bunch of souls saved up for the next event, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a mag soul on my last weapon, or my Fafnir weapon, but
I see. You didn't transfer it over?
or can you transfer?
Yeah, if you transfer hammer, it brings the soul with
Oh.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't end up transferring it. It's on my.
Yes, that's a little late now, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, one thing, well, yeah, it's a little bit further down, but once you get to running Lucid and you can get a normal Lucid in there, that'll be nice. You can, especially considering you're a mage, they'll do a lot of damage. Until then, what you could do is if you get I don't know, you could put one of the summons, so it's like normal or Magnificent Hilla, normal Ursus, or Magnificent Magnus, or Magnificent Cygnus. Like those are all really good. But if you're saving shards now, so hopefully you get lucky on that next event. And yeah, when you are getting things to legendary, trying to get 2 lines of magic attack on the weapon will be very, very big increase for you.
Yeah.
Definitely something to upgrade at that point. Belt is looking nice. So that one's going to 15 this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So you have, how much did you have? 4 bill?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get like the Fafnir, the Absolab, and then the belt. And
Yeah, superior accessories.
stuff, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if you have a tattoo here. I see. Hat flame can probably be a bit better.
Yeah. I'm working on my Absolab glove right now. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
currently worse.
Abzo has even bigger room for gains, so that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. You got drop rate with a line of intellect, so that's nice. Yeah, tattoo can get some stat as well, but that's a further project when it comes to flaming, of course. Chaos Pink Bean, Mesoptane, and 12 intellect. Nice. And then you have the glasses here as well. Alright. You're gonna have a bunch of stuff at 15, and then when the next 5, 10, 15 comes, you're gonna make a nice little jump into 17 Starland.
Yeah.
That's gonna, yeah, that'll be real good. Okay, all stat here, intellect, pants. Oh, too bad that's luck. If only that was intellect on the pants. That would have been pretty nice. I mean, all things considering, it's still pretty nice. So 3, 18.
It's like 72, I think.
Yeah, and the luck even counts for a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like 76.
Oh, the potential on the top is really nice, by the way. Didn't mention that. Okay. 17, 74 int on the shoes. Oh, what kind of set bonuses do you have active right now?
Right now I have
3 set Fafnir?
4 set Abso, 3 set Foss, and 4-set superior.
Okay. And then the earring is reinforced that you use?
Yeah.
And then the boss accessory, one of those is the condensed power crystal that'll get replaced by the tattoo, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, if you're min-maxing, wouldn't then replacing the reinforced earring with a boss accessory set earring be I'm just kidding. Because then you can get your 3 set there again. Okay, so that's drop rate int, yeah. Okay. Okay, abs up shoulder. Okay.
And then I also got an Absolute cape recently that I'm gonna try to 15-star if I can. It's
Right.
only epic, so it's not as good as the Tyrant right now. But...
I see. Yeah, after star forcing as well, so the potential on the weapon will be really important, and getting crit damage on your glove will also be really big. It will look like your damage goes down, your range will go down, but your damage output will go up by a lot. So if you can get critical damage plus 1 line of stat, that would be really good.
So I was wondering, my Sweetwater gloves that I have right now are 8% crit, 10%, 10% in. Would those be better? Like it says it's a minus 45,000, but
Minus 45,000 and buffed, you are what, 9 mil? 12 mil.
I mean, clean it says it's plus 4 or minus 45,000. Buffed it probably say minus 1,000.
Your damage output will probably be higher with them for now, yeah. Because you only have 4 set Abzo, right? So you don't have 30% boss there.
Yeah, only the 4 set.
Yeah. If you had 5 set Abzo, then that will be probably be better again, because then on non-boss on bosses the Abzo would be better for sure, because then the 30% boss would overpower the 8% crit damage. But if you already have 8 crit damage, I think until you roll it on your gloves as well, and until you get it at least like to 15 stars and maybe roll that better flame on it, the Sweetwater gloves will probably be better for now.
Okay.
And then if you get the cape equipped and fix the glove, then it's a definite switch, because then the boss damage comes in and then it becomes no brain. But yeah, for now it's good. Yeah, I can see how that would be like. Where's exactly the line? Yeah, if you already have the crit damage, that'll help you. Yeah. So the main thing is, like, if it's more or less range, it's always a little bit tricky. But if it's 45,000 clean, and your clean range was it at 4 mil?
Yeah, it's about 4 mil.
Yeah, so it's about 1% of your range, right? But if you look at your critical damage, 8% brings you from 47 to 255. And that's basically final damage. Not exactly, but it's basically final damage. So that is a way bigger impact on your damage output. Your emblem. Oh, emblem is nice. 2 lines with some stat. That's cool. So in general, again, depending on the familiars, in general, what most people want as their end game for their emblem is 1 line of IED and 2 lines of attack. And if you get the IED there, that allows you to also get rid of a bunch in the hyperstats, and maybe not having to put it in the Legion, and then being able to rely on boss damage there more instead. But again, like where everything is, rerolling the emblem is kind of low on the list from things we've already talked about doing. Yeah, the badge. I guess getting the badge to 15, you could do that, but it's not super priority, right? I would definitely prioritize the other stuff first.
Yeah, because you said the badges don't get attacked after 15, right?
Yeah, no weapon or magic attack, only stat, so it's not nearly as impactful. You do want to do it eventually, but yeah, since you still have a lot of other stuff to work on, you definitely want to push that backwards and push it back in, or down in the priority list, yeah.
Yes.
Potential is pretty nice. Badges do tend to get good potential more easily, but that is You have a lot of all stat there too, so that's pretty good. Lab Server Pioneer. Are you working on the Monster Park medal?
Somewhat. I haven't put too much time into it, but I should start working on it daily.
Yeah, that'll be another like source of 10% IED for you. That'll be nice to have. Yeah, and it just gives you a bunch of coins, so you make sure that you always have the Monster Park potions up wherever you go, and you don't have to be as saving with them. So
yeah, I do Monster Park like on the characters that I'm still getting to 140 currently.
I see.
I could probably do it on my.
Yeah, once you get it done on your main, it'll be facilitating. I mean, between like 105 and 120, Monster Park is so many free levels, so it's really tempting to just to do that instead of training. That combined with Sakum, it's an easy 140. I do get that, but if it goes at the expense of your progress on your main, then I would move that over for now, and then once you have the medal here, then you can just do it on whatever character you want, basically. Except for probably like Saturdays and Sundays to get the coupons, but yeah, you know about that. White gold book. Oh, that's your old secondary, and then you're moving into a.
The one that I'm using now, and then once I get the
Aha.
better, I'll use that.
I see. Do you have extra recipes for the shield?
Yeah, I have lots of recipes.
Okay, good.
I just like sickness every week or whatever.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, because last time I mentioned to someone like you need a recipe every time you make it, and they were like, "Oh, better save those." Okay, yeah, and then we'll get like 2 lines of magic attack probably, and then maybe boss damage again, depending on how the familiars end up. Jukun Cape, so you're replacing that with a Absolab soon. Totems. Is that from a whole event? That's unlucky. Getting stuck with 2 silvers.
Yeah, I didn't do. I think I caught it like at the tail end, so I didn't quite get the best one. But I got one of the perks.
Yeah, then getting 1 is actually really nice if you only caught the tail end. Cool. Yeah, no, I don't really care about min-maxing on totems. If you have these, I would say just keep that. I see your Arcana is catching up quite quickly to your Lachline. How's the Dream Defender situation going?
Dream Defender, I'm able to do floor 60. I might be able to push to 70, like after the 15th, or like after the 30% off, I'll try to get 70, maybe 80, but I probably can't do 80, so.
Yeah, just save up your 3k point stack, and then just brute force with the levels, and then because of Benediction and your Angel, you should be able to always clear out the decimal floor, right?
Yeah, it's like, the thing is I can finish 60 in like 20 seconds or whatever, but it's just like since Infinity lasts like a minute and a half, I can clear like 2 floors, and then the next floor is like super painful, and then the next 2 floors go quickly and stuff.
Yeah,
but I haven't tried since I got to 60.
Yeah, as long as you just build up your full bank of 3k and you make some kind of significant upgrade, you just like go in, just use the bell to clear the first one, or if you have a side spawn, just always use the bell and then just go to one of the other 2. Or if you spawn in and you have a mid spawn, so mid is corrupted, kill mid first, and then use a bell and then walk to the other one. And you can basically use that to just free tier up all the way to the next 10 floors. I guess the one thing, well, you have what is it? What is the skill called when you make your Angel Ray hit only 1 target? Is that Angel?
Righteously Indignant.
Righteously Indignant, yeah. So,
yeah, I used that one.
Yeah, because that always targets the music box on the first spawn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that gives you a bunch of lines.
When I first did Dream Defender, I didn't realize that, but after a while, it was like I looked at some bishops on YouTube, and I was like,
yeah. I had the same with Hero, because with Hero you have the single target mode as well, and then you can just wail on the boxes the first time. It makes it so much easier to just blow through them. But then, yeah, when boxes keep respawning, then they're behind all the monsters. So then you have to switch and then switch back, and yeah, then it can get tricky. You're always picking up the extra 30 coins at the bottom of the tower, right?
Yeah.
Okay, some people forget about that. You're doing all the double dailies. Some people forget some of those. Okay, cool. Yeah, Arcana's... So you're having no problem with Spirit Savior, I take it? Because it seems to be catching up.
Yeah, most days I can get 10k easily. And some days it'll be like, I'll be like right next to the turn-in spot, and then the Toxic Spirit will be like, nope.
Yeah, yeah. His hitbox is a little bit wonky sometimes.
Yeah, and only having to teleport gets a bit annoying.
It's just rope lift, teleport, yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
Can you ever get 15k runs? Or?
I mean, you can only get 30 coins a day, right?
Yeah, but if you do a 15k and then skip your second and then auto-complete your third, you'll get your 30 like that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sometime, like, if I have a lot of time left, I'll try to go for, like, 12.5k or whatever, just so it's easier for the second run. But,
oh, okay. So but you're pretty tight on time, generally.
Yeah, normally I have, like, 10, 20 seconds left.
Okay, okay.
I'm not super optimizing it, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm thinking about, like, with my hero, I think when I get 10k on my hero, I have like a minute 20 left. So I'm like thinking maybe there's something there, if you can get some weight off your shoulders there, some pressure off, and if you can maybe go for those 15k runs, it'll speed up the daily completely, right?
Like, I watched the Bishop Spirit Savior that did like 20k, and I'm just not fully familiar with the map enough, I guess.
Was that on KMS?
I think it was GMS.
Okay. Do you know about the where you can maximize the window?
On like the Toxic Spirit chasing you?
Yeah, so you can make the map bigger so you can see all the spirits.
Oh yeah. I
okay.
asked you about that the other day.
Yeah.
Now I understand it.
Yeah, that one's very important. And where all the jumpers go, can you like visualize the map?
Yeah.
Because one of the things that Bishop can do, because you can teleport in the air, is interrupt the jumping movement by teleporting while you're flying.
Yeah, I have done that. Like, I do that when I can.
Okay, and rope lift canceling. Are you okay with that?
I generally don't use rope lift because I'm in the righteously indignant or whatever to kill the things.
Right, so you can't even. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wait, weren't they gonna switch that, guys? That you would be able to use? Oh no, they changed it so that you were able to use Urda, Will of Urda during Righteously Indignant, because that's in some way relevant. I don't know. It was like, yeah, when I think that's when Masahiro decided he was definitely never coming back to his bishop. When the big change they got was that you would be able to use the skill that you never need to use, and that bishops already have built in while you're in your single target mode. Yeah, that was very interesting. Okay, taking a step back. Okay, so definitely start forcing up to 15. Do you have any idea how much that's gonna set you back?
Money-wise?
Yeah.
I haven't really done the calculation.
Yeah, for Black Mage, yeah. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we have... So like, those are the superior stuff, so that's 4. And then maybe the reinforced ring, maybe? Would be 5, and then...
I mean, would you recommend the rings or the, like, normal equips more?
Since you already have the event rings, probably the normal equips more, because you already have the, the rings will only start, like, coming into play once you get them to 17 and stuff. Then they will, because then they'll get stronger than the event rings, so you can still have the event rings to carry you over. So I would definitely, I would advise like the So the Sweetwater, and then the Superior, and then the CRA. So that's what, 8 items, right?
Yeah.
Two,
Well, so I have the hat, top, bottom, shoulder, gloves, shoes, and cape,
9. Yeah.
and plus like the superior items, I guess.
Um. 1, 2, 3. Wait, so 3 Abzo, 3 CRA.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, 3 Abzo.
Well, I have the shoulder, gloves, shoes, and cape
Yeah,
that I
cape. Yeah, yeah,
can
yeah.
try. So 4 so 3 CRA, and then 4 superior and a reinforce.
30% off. No safeguard. Boom room. GMS. Star kitchen. So the Abzo's like 1 bill combined, and then the staff is safeguard. Wow. Okay, you don't want to do the stuff.
The staff is already 17.
Oh
So.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Dude, doing 30% of the staff on average is 1.5 bill. Jesus. Okay. Um. Okay, and then 3 CRA. That's at 12. Let's do 65 each. So that's like 780. Let's say like 800 mil there. So like 1.8 bill. And then, oh, and then the superior accessories would be the same, but then that times 4, so that's another bill. So let's say like 2.9. And then we're looking at,
And then I also have the badge that I can get if I have more money, I guess.
yeah, I think the badge will be the next one as well. Oh no, you definitely want to get the reinforced ring to 15 because it's no boom.
Okay, yes, then that too. I also have a solid ring if I want to get that up as well.
Okay, yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, because I was thinking like, oh wow, they're not going to replace the event rings anyway, but there's no boom, so that saves you so much money and not having to safeguard. So that'll be like 250, maybe like an extra 400 mil. So you're looking at 3.3, 3.4 bill in the star forcing, like on average, of course. I could.
Okay.
Oh, and the Sweetwater. We forgot the monocle and the tattoo. Those are at 12
So,
now, right?
yeah, they're on. So
320.
if I'm
6.
transposing them, do I care about starting them now or?
So the tattoo doesn't have anything for transposing. The monocle does, but you need a Papulatus mark first, and that could take a while. You can generally still go for like a 17-star monocle, and then just get some decent potential on that, and then wait until you have a Papulatus mark, and until it has a good flame, and until you get it to 16, and then think about going past 17 with a transposed one, basically.
Okay, so don't worry about that for now.
Yeah, don't worry about that for now, no. So I think in total you'll be around 4 bill, I think, to get all of those things done. Of course, RNG can be a fickle mistress. But I think then you'll end up with 15 full Abzo, 15 Iron Face, 15 Superior accessories, the Superior Gollux accessories, and 15 Sierra. Yeah, I think you can do that with your 4 bill. Of course, you'll be making some more money, right, with Ursus, Maple Tour. I don't know if you're doing that.
Yeah, I should be like Maple Tour. I've done everyday stuff, so.
I heard Maple Tour is very fun with the Bishop. Because they get like stuck up there in phase 1 and then.
Yeah, I should be able to get another like bill or something this week. Just by weeklies and dailies and stuff. So.
Yeah. I guess the next thing after that is trying to get to your 5 lines of Meso Obtain. That'll be the next important thing after that with cubing.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting your weapon to legendary and trying to get 2 lines of magic attack on there.
Yeah.
That'll be big. Yeah, and then your rate should be going up high enough so that you can start demanding. Then you're just gonna be saving to full 17 everything,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna be quite a cost as well. Don't underestimate that. That'll be more than the 4 bill that you're spending to get to 15, even with the 15 to 16 being guaranteed if you wait for a 5, 10, 15, which you will, right?
Yeah.
Even then, getting everything to 17 is going to be expensive, but it's going to be a lot of magic attack and a decent chunk of intellect as well, which will help your benediction last longer again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the main thing is to, of course, keep up with all of your symbol dailies, because that's, for you as a bishop, that's very important to get your stat up in that way. And then after you get to 17, I do like a reevaluation of your calculator, and to make sure that your hyperstats are still where you want it to be, and then depending on how big your legion is at that point. Because you might have to readjust a bunch of the points.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, one thing I did, so since I did mention the character building, when you do bosses, is it, since you're not doing like big party bosses and everything, is it generally just like one day of the week where you do your weekly bosses, and then after, besides that, it's just like some daily where it doesn't really matter?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because rerolling your hyperstats costs you 10 mil, and what you could do is, if you're still trying to train and you're just trying to, make the best of it because you do enjoy it, what you could do is put a lot of those points into bonus experience instead, and kind of just max that one out, and then put the rest in critical damage and regular damage. And maybe get a second setup for your Legion as well. I don't know if you have that one already, where you move the buff duration points all the way up to bonus experience instead.
Okay.
And then the added bonus of those 3 things combined will actually start making quite a difference with your holy symbol combined as well.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely help you break through to Asphera faster, and then the extra symbol and everything will help you quite a bit in getting your benediction up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to like 232 today, and then I have the Typhoon Growth Potion still. So I'll use that once I get there.
Yeah, that's probably not too much longer that it's available, right?
It expires in like 3 hours after the reset or whatever. So.
Okay. All right, I won't hold you too long then to get your level in.
5 hours. No, you're good. It's fine.
Yeah. So if you do the initial rework of your Legion, and then make the second setup for experience as well. Also, that'll be something that's easy for you to switch into when you're leveling your other characters, right? If you're going to be working on your Mercedes and stuff.
Yeah, I have another preset for crit rate and bonus experience for my other characters.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess you might have to... Because then if you want to train with your bishop, you might have to move... Or...
Yeah, I mean, I can just adjust it.
Yeah, as it gets... Yeah, I don't know if you've seen like how my Legion is set up, but I have all of the separate blocks are completely movable separate blocks, like this one.
Yeah, I see you do that every day. Like, do you have a second preset or no?
I have a non-mage setup and a mage setup. So this one is probably more close to yours. As you see, like a lot more blue dudes in here that give intellect. So that you have pretty much all of those as well. So that's why I could tell that you put some thought into this, because I see a lot of blue. So that's good. That's all the base bonus intellect. So I have one for intellect, and then one for non-intellect, basically. So for me, it's not so much where the pieces are, but it's like different members in the bonus is why I have 2 presets.
Okay.
But yeah, so this boss chunk is completely separate and can move up to here, and this IED chunk here is also completely separate and could move somewhere else if I wanted it to as well. And the critical rate is just a mess of Because this piece is just so stupid. I don't know. It's like a Mickey Mouse hat gone wrong, and it's yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to deal with.
Yeah. You gotta just swing it somewhere, I guess. It's almost as bad as the mage pieces. The 250 mage piece is a piece of work. My mom has 2 of those in her Legion. It was very tricky to get it to set it up properly for her. Yeah, and then after all of that, you're probably going to be looking at like the transposing stuff and the pre-working, like prepping during a 5, 10, 15, the level 150 things into posts over 17 star stuff. And if you want to make that workable, it's probably a good thing to keep doing your Ramaroos and stuff and keep saving all your shoulders. Those are going to be the most annoying thing to build a bank of. So definitely keep all of those. Aside from that, I think we're going to be quite a bit further, but I don't think it's going to take very long for you to get to the point where you can be ready for Lucid runs. It's mainly going to be like asking some other bishops on some tips on things that could definitely like go wrong and how to go about those. Other than that, it's mainly about like the comms on like when to shell, where to shell, calling out dragon and stuff. Maybe even focusing on going into Righteously Indignant to like focus certain golems that are kind of out of the way, so you get your all extra lines on there. And using the well, of course, Benediction, and what's the other one again? The one that gives people damage?
Angel of Balance.
The Peacemaker, I mean, sorry, I meant the Peacemaker, yeah. Making sure that those 2 pop on people when they're bursting, and then, you know, hopefully like door them when they need it, and then other than that, it's just learning the boss mechanics themselves. But you probably just see me do the bosses sometimes, so you know like where to call, what to call, and where we go. It's just for normal Lucid, the golems are just very, very annoying because you're locked on how much damage you can deal to them per line, so it's very much a matter of more lines over being very strong. So you have to take that in consideration when you're forming your party, basically. It's important that you have at least one dedicated golem clearer.
Okay.
So yeah, you're thinking about like a Dawn Warrior, the Cannoneer, just anyone who does massive lines. Kanas can clear a little bit as well, so that's already nice, because you probably will have one of those in a party. Yeah. I'm thinking if I've forgot anything specifically. I don't know if you can think of anything that you're still wondering about. Any general order or any specific area?
I think that's pretty much all that I have questions about.
How many total rings do you have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
I mean, I have the 4 that I've equipped, which are the Chaos, Superior, Silver Blossom, Reboot to the Expedition, Complete Ring, or whatever. And then in my inventory, I have a Vengeful, Synergy, Reinforced, Solid, and...
Oh yeah, Synergy and Solid. Okay, so you have at least 8. Yeah, that's fine then. I hope when you go for Drop Rate and Mesoptane that you get some double lines. That's so good to get. So I wish that upon you. And after you redo the Legion pieces, definitely throw it back in the calculator to see what your hyper stat says, because I think you can do with some more critical damage there. And I think also shifting around a little bit the skills in your matrix while you're training, I think will make it quite nice as well. But yeah, it's a battle over CLP map, so that's probably the trickiest part out of all of the progression that you're trying to make. Just trying to fight off the Kanas.
Other map that you suggested that your mom used as well.
Yeah, the main thing was that her coordination isn't great, and like the jumping and then into teleporting. Basically what you do is you like jump over, and when you're already falling, right before you fall below the horizontal level, then you teleport. But if you don't have knockback resistance, it can knock you off again. And
I tried it for a little bit, but I wasn't super into it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, it's better than. Did you send me like Between Frost and Thunder? Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. This like, if you look at the amount of monsters killed, it's like it's got to be at least better than that. Don't get me
I
wrong. Between
mean,
Frost and Thunder used to be really good with old Kishin, but now it's just no, it just doesn't work anymore.
I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's a little bit worse than Rev 3, but just, yeah.
Hmm. It might even be you're 231, right? Have you tried I guess I don't know how good that map is. Like for Kanas, the map is pretty good. The Earth Spirits, because
I
the
mean,
map isn't that big. It's like a pretty.
yeah, I mean, I think it's alright for me, because I can uh, jump and hit most of the mobs or whatever, but
Yeah, I also don't know how. Did you ever train in the tower?
um, not really. Like, the bishops in the Maple Central Discord or
Mm-hmm.
whatever say that, like, Clock Tower 1 is pretty good, but
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know.
that's. I think my mom was there as well. Because you can just like constantly just drop down attack, right?
Hmm.
And because of Big Bang, you hit like quite nicely as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's more of those like things to have up your sleeve when literally everything is full and everyone and their mother has like two kanas that they're farming with.
Hmm.
It can get full. Yeah. All right. Good luck early grats on 232, and then immediately on 233 after that.
Thank you.
And if there's any follow ups or anything, you know where to find me.
Hmm.
And yeah, man. Best of luck.
Thank you for the progression.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Right, well, have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You as well. See ya.
See you.